ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وباث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All praise and thanks due to Allah Azza wa Jal, who will make it possible for us to be among the living today. Today being the 6th of Ramadan, which coincides with the 16th day of March 2024. Inshallah, I want to be starting the Ramadan Tafseer, the sister section. Inshallah, I want to be looking at Suratul Sajdah. Suratul Sajdah is one of the Meccan surah that discuss about a special topic that we as Muslims, we need it in our own life. The main reason of us choosing the surah this year is that we discovered that what some of the sisters, they have problem with their tawheed. Some of the sisters here and outside, even generally in Nigeria, the sisters, what they are doing today is nothing to write about. Majority, some of them, not all, in terms of what? In terms of shirk. We've had in the past that what? A sister, because of not having the child, and because of pressure from the family, she ended up dying as a mushrik. In the Kobe sister, ended up dying as a mushrik. And we have a lot of stories like that. Because majority don't even know their religion. They just feel that, oh, once my husband is what is a Sunni, me I'm also Sunni. Islam is never like that, that you now connect your own religion to your husband's religion. No. Inshallah, I want to be looking at this particular surah so that what if you are having tawheed before, you reaffirm that tawheed. And if you are not having it, you should now have it. Inshallah, let's quickly look at the introduction. If there's still time, we move to the verse of the surah. The first thing you need to know is that this particular surah is 32. That is two surah in the Quran, is Suratul Sajdah. It has 30 verses. Said, "Hazihi suratun makkiyatun." This surah is what is a Meccan surah. نموذج آخر من نماذج خطاب القرآني لقلب البشر. He said this particular surah, it has a way of talking to the heart of a man, of human being. Because all Meccan surah, that is their work. To teach you what you need to know regarding the tawheed, regarding what you have to believe. And Suratul Sajdah is one of them. بالعقيدة ضخمة التي جاء القرآن ليوقظ فيها الفطرة. He said this particular surah, he has come to teach human being aqidah, the creed, the belief, what you have to believe in, so that what it will awaken you if you are weak. ويركزها في قلوب, and it will implant this aqidah in the heart of human being, if you are really ready for Islam. In this same surah, Al-Aqidatu Dinunatu Lillahi Al-Ahadun Fardu Samad. This surah also talk about you giving the ruling, the legislation to Allah Azza wa Jal alone. Said Khaliq al-Kawn wan-Nas. You know that this particular surah is talking about Allah, the creator of the universe and the creator of human being. As we are going to be seeing in this surah. So وَمُدَبِّرُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا فِيهِمَا وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا وَمَا فِيهِمَا مِنْ خَلَائِقٍ لَا يَعْلَمُهَا إِلَّا اللَّهُ. And this surah is going to be talking about the organizer, the planner of this world, who is Allah Azza wa Jalla, who created the heaven and the earth and what in between. وَتَصْدِيقُ بِرِسَالَةِ Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this will also talk about affirming the messengership of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That Prophet Muhammad is a messenger. That anything he say, as a Muslim, you have to believe in it. Don't have any doubt. Al-muha ilayhi bihadha al-Quran lihidayat al-bashar ila Allah. And the Prophet ﷺ, he has been inspired, revelation has been sent to him, the Quran has been sent to him as a guidance to what? As a guidance to what? To mankind. So that they will all go back to Allah. So that we will be the one to direct them to Allah Azza wa Jalla. And in this we are going to also be seeing wal-i'tiqadu bil-ba'th wal-qiyamah. The belief you are supposed to have as a Muslim regarding resurrection, regarding the day of judgment. Wal-hisab wal-jaza. Also accountability and reward on the day of judgment. So هذه قضية التي تعالجها سورة وهي قضية تعالجها سوائر سور مكية. He said this issue that this article is discussing about is the same thing as all other Meccan surah we should discuss about, but there is this particular way that this particular surah is talking about these things that is different from others. كل منها تعالج بالأسلوب الخاص. Every surah, Meccan surah, deal with the issue of Tawhid in a different way. The way they discuss is different from others. This one is also special. كلها في أنها تخاطب القلب البشرية خطاب العليم الخبير. He said all of the verses on this surah, all of the verses of Meccan surah, they are all talking to the heart. And that is a speech from Allah Azza wa Jal, Al-Alim, the all-knowing, Al-Khabir, the well-informed. He knows what is most befitting, what is adequate to mankind. مطلع على أسرار هذه القلوب والخفاياها, and is well informed regarding all what is hidden on their heart. How can he usually convince someone? Allah is aware of that. Even the secret on the heart, Allah is aware of that. وَضُرُوبُهَا, Allah is also aware of how twist human being can be, how crooked human being can be. Al-arifu bi-tabi'atiha wa taqwiniha wa man yastaskun fiha min masha'ir. Allah is also aware of the nature of human being, of the feeling of human being, of the emotion of human being. So وَمَا يَعْتَرِيهَا مِنْ آثَارٍ مِنْ تَأْثِيرَاتٍ وَتَحْرِيبَاتٍ. Allah is also aware of what will befall them from the effects of something that will have effect on their heart and the response that they might get from all conditions. Whether you are in hardship, how you have to do, Allah is aware of that. Whether you are in ease, what you're supposed to do, Allah is aware of that. سوى سورة السجدة تعالج تلك القضية بأسلوب وطريقة غير أسلوب وطريقة سورة لقمان وغيرها من سور مكية. He said this surah is not taking care of these issues other than the way other surahs that are Makkah surahs are also doing it. He has a special way of treating it. ومشاهد وفي نشأة الإنسان. Also, Allah also talk about how human being was created in this surah, from the Genesis till up to now that you are reproducing, so that you'll be able to humble yourself to Allah Azza wa Jalla. That is the main goal. وَلَأَطْوَارُهُ وَفِي مَشَاهِدِ يَوْمِ الْآخِرِ حَافِلَةٌ لِحَيَاتٌ وَالْحَرَكَةٌ. So in this surah, Allah also talk about the phases, the stages that every human may pass through before they become human being, and all what will happen on the day of judgment. وَفِي مَصَارِعِ غَابِرِينَ. And also all the destiny, the inevitable that will happen in this world and on the day of judgment. Said لِمَنْ يَسْمَعُ لَهَا وَيَتَدَبَّرُ بِمَنْطِقِهَا. Said this is for someone that will listen to it and also contemplate in it. Said كَذَلِكَ تُرْسِمُ سُورَةٌ سُوَرِ لِنُفُوسِ الْمُؤْمِنِ فِي خُشُوعِهَا. Also in this surah, Allah also talk about how Muslims are supposed to humble themselves, how Muslims are to be tranquil, are to be calm in their dealings. وَتَتْلُوهَا إِلَىٰ رَبِّهَا. So that they will be able to acquire that needed aqidah inside of their Lord. وَلِلنُّفُوسِ الْجَامِدَةِ فِي إِنَادِهَا وَلِهَايَتِهَا. Also to the souls that are rebellions, that are not ready to accept Allah. Allah also talk to them in a way that they should see reason to follow Him. So وَتُعْرِضُ سُوَرٌ لِلْجَزَاءِ الَّذِي يَلْتَقَاهَا هَؤُلَاءِ وَهَؤُلَاءِ. Allah also talk about the reward that this group will receive, which is the believers and what the unbelievers. Allah talk about their reward in this surah too. So وفي كل هذا معارض ومشاهد تواجه لقبل البشر بما يوكزه ويحركه ويقوده إلى تأمل وتدبر. Said this surah now direct and guide mankind to what we awaken in them, what we move them to start contemplating, start reasoning. وَإِلَى خَوْفِ وَالْخَشْيَةِ. Allah also what threatening them, fighting them in this surah, so that we see reason to go back to Allah. وَإِلَى تَطَالُ وَرُجُوء مَرَةً. Said so for you to have hope sometimes and also have what? Fear. Okay, yeah, we are hoping that Allah will reward you. At the same time, you have fear. That is a balance, what balance means. Don't be one that what you only fear Allah alone. You are not hoping anything from Him. No. وَتُتَالِهُ تَارَةً بِالتَّهْذِيرِ. That's why sometimes Allah also says in this surah, will be warning you. Do this, don't do this. وَتَهْدِيدِ. Also threaten. وَتَارَةً بِالْإِتْمَاعِ. Also in some places where we was talking about how you should desire for you to enter Jannah. وَتَارَةً بِالْإِقْتِنَاءِ. And also in this surah, Allah also talk about how you should have conviction in worshiping Allah alone. ثُمَّ تَدَعُهُ فِي نِهَايَةٍ تَحْتَ هَذِهِ الْمَسْرَاتِ. At the end of this surah, Allah Azza wa Jalla leave you alone to have choice, to choose that, okay, this is the one I want to choose. Even after presenting all the evidence you need to know, but Allah still give you that what is not forcing you that you must obey. La ikraha fi din. There's no compulsion in religion, but Allah explains, make sure that what you see reason to want to accept the truth, but at the end He leave you alone. Said tadahu li nafsihi yahtarun. Allah leave you with yourself that you should not choose between the truth and the falsehood. Wa yantaziru masirahu ala ilmin wa ala huda wa ala nur. Allah now leave you to wait for you, to wait and look at you. Okay, are you going to choose the right path or the wrong path? And all of this, Allah do it upon insight, upon knowledge, upon guidance from Him, Allah Azza wa Jal. Upon what? Light from Him. Because Allah knows human being. I don't mean that Allah should force all human beings to become Muslim. People will be complaining that they don't have free choice. But Allah give them that choice. You have to choose. Now, okay, I want to be a Muslim. No, I can't. I do not want to be a Muslim. I want to be a kafir. So, Suratul Sajdah, idafat huna bayanatun. It says, Suratul Sajdah, and said the name of the surah is Suratul Sajdah. This is to show, is an explanation to show that what there is sajda, there is prostration in this particular surah. And inshallah, I'm going to be looking at that sajda. Why do you have prostration in this surah? As we said earlier on, said what this particular surah is Suratul is Makkiyah. It's a Makkan surah, and it's contained how many verses? 30 verses. Said وَقُولُ سُورَةٌ مُبْتَدَى بِالْحُرُوفِ الْهِجَائِيَّةِ فَهِيَ مَكِّيَّةٌ. Said all surah that start with Arabic letter, Alif Lam Mim, Alif Lam Ra, Ha Mim, Ta Sin. Said they are all Meccan surah, except for two. Illa Suratul Baqarah wa Suratul Al Imran. Except for these two, others are what? Are Meccan surah. As for Suratul Baqarah and Suratul Al Imran, they are Medinan surah. So let's quickly look at the benefit of this surah. So Rawa Bukhari rahimahullah fi kitab al-Jum'ah. Imam Bukhari reported it in his Sahih in the chapter Suratul Jum'ah. He said, Haddathana Abu Nu'aym, Haddathana Sufyan, an Sa'd ibn Ibrahim, an Abdurrahman ibn Harmuz, al-Awaj, an Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, qala kana Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam يقرأ في الفجر يوم الجمعة ألف لام ميم تنزيل. So Prophet used to read this particular surah from the beginning to the end every Jum'ah in the morning during Salatul Fajr. That is what he read in the first rak'ah. In the second rak'ah, he will read Hal Atal al-Insan, Suratul Insan. In another hadith reported by Imam Muslim, the Prophet said what? He said, Kana Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam la yanamu hatta yaqra alif lam mim tanzil. Said Prophet will never sleep in a day except that he will read Suratul Sajdah from the beginning to the end, and also Suratul Mulk. This to show the importance and the lessons that is in this surah. May Allah make it easy for us to be able to acquire the required lesson from this surah. Inshallah, we are going to be moving to the first verse of the surah. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم.
Allah Ta'ala said what? Alif Lam Mim. So this particular verse we'll be hearing this this while, and a lot of translations have been given regarding this. Alif Lam Mim. But scholars have said that what? Like what Ibn Semi said. He said we have three meanings that scholars have given to this particular verse. Anyway, I see this huruf from Qata, Yasin, Toha, all of that. said what scholars have given three meaning. And the first meaning is that what? That annaha wa annaha rumuzun tilka al-ma'ani. Said it's a symbol that have meaning. They'll tell you alif is for Allah, lamun is for this, like that. There are some group of scholars that have this. So this is the meaning of alif, lam, mim. Said each of the letter is a symbol to represent a word. And Usaimi said this is far from the truth. This is the first group. The second group said anna laha ma'an. Second group that said these particular words, these particular letters have meaning. Lakin Allah Ta'ala a'lam biha, but Allah alone know the meaning. Said fatakuna min mutashabihat alladhi la ya'lamuhu illa Allah. And they said this particular verse is a verse from the verse that is not clear. It's only Allah that know the meaning. This is the second group. And the third group, there are the groups that said that what? Inna laysa laha al-ma'ana aslan. Said it has no meaning. Originally, it has no meaning. And when Usaimin was making comment on this, he said what? لأن Qur'ana nazala bilisan al-Arabi. Because Quran is being revealed in the dialect of the Arab. لا يكون لهذه الحروف معاني أبدا. This verse has no meaning at all. It never has any meaning. That is the statement of Ibn Mujahid, and he said this is the most authentic view regarding these three views that I've just said. This is the most authentic view. That's what it has no meaning at all, because the aim of Quran is to convey message, and that is just challenging the human being, the Arab. That if you said you can speak your language, okay, what's the meaning of this one? We now move to the next verse.
تنزيل الكتاب لا ريب فيه من رب العالمين.
ستنزيل الكتاب لا ريب فيه من رب العالمين. تنزيل said it's a revelation. Tanzil the kitab, revelation of the book, sending down of the book. La rayba fi, there is no doubt in it. There is no ambiguity in it. Min Rabbil Alameen, from the Lord of the universe. سيخبر تعالى على أن هذا الكتاب الكريم أنه تنزيل نزل من رب العالمين. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is informing us from this verse that what this book, this noble book, is the revelation from Allah, from the Lord of the universe. الذي رباهم, who is providing for them بنعمته, with his provisions. ومن أعظم ما رباهم به, and from the great provision that Allah is providing for them is that He sent down book to them to be a guide to them. He said, فيه كل ما يصلح أحوالهم, and in this book is all what is right for you to want to live your life in a good manner. Whether you are in difficulty, whether you are in good, you are in hardship, whether you are in ease, all what you need to success in this world. Allah have discussed that in this book. وَيُتَمِّمُ الْأَخْلَاقِ, and also to perfect the morals, behavior, how you should behave. وَأَنَّهُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ, said there is no doubt in this book. وَلَا شَكْ, no ambiguity. وَلَا إِمْتِرَاءٌ, no fabrication in it. وَمَا ذَلِكَ قَالَ الْمُكَذِّبُونَ لِرَسُولِهِ الظَّالِمُونَ فِي ذَلِكَ. Even with this, that they know that, oh, this verse is clear. But the kuffar, they still have to accuse brothers and sisters.
أَمْ يَقُولُونَ افْتَرَاهُ.
So the word أَمْ يَقُولُونَ افْتَرَاهُ said, no, we didn't think this is a word of God. Rather, it's a fabrication. It's concocted from you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is the accusation that people used to throw upon the believers. because they think you are a Hijabite or you are a Sunni. You feel that what any small thing, they will attack you. That is where the kuffar also attack the Prophet then. So you are claiming to be a prophet, you are just fabricating these things.
أم يقولون افتراه بل هو الحق من ربك لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك لعلهم يهتدون.
أم يقولون افتراه. Said what? Iftarahu Muhammad, you have the one that fabricate all this lie that you claim that is message from Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allah is not talking to you. Allah is not inspiring you. Why are you deceiving us? Just like the way the kuffar are also doing today. They will tell you your Quran is nothing. They will attack the Quran. So وَاخْتَلَقَهُ مِنْ عِنْدِ نَفْسِهِ. Say you fabricated, you originated this from your own self. Just like we are saying in several places in the Quran. Even some place they have the Prophet is what? Is a shair. Some said is what? Is a kahin. Is a footsayer. Is a soothsayer. Some said he was a madman, a magician. They give him a lot of titles. So you can't be claiming that what Allah is inspiring you. He said, وَهَذَا مِنْ أَكْبَرْ جَرَاءَةٌ عَلَىٰ إِنْكَارُ كَلَامِ اللَّهِ. He said, this that they are doing is one of the great boldness that they are challenging the truth. They are rejecting the truth from Allah Azza wa Jalla. وَرَمَى مُحَمَّدْ بِعَظَمِ كَذْبٍ. And they have to attack, to accuse the Prophet of lie. وَكُلُّ وَاحِدٍ مِنْ هَذَا مِنْ الْأُمُورِ عَظَائِمِ. And all of this is a great issue, great event that you have to be care of, be wary of. As a Muslim, one is saying, call Allah wa call Rasulullah, your answer should be what? Samina wa atana. Don't be a Muslim that what once Allah said this is what Allah have said, or this is what Allah has said, you say, no, I don't think this is okay. As a Muslimah, you should say what? Samina wa atana. Even if you can't do it at that particular point. Said قال الله ردا على من قال افتراه بل هو الحق
من ربك لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك لعلهم يهتدون.
So Allah Azza wa Jalla now respond to the kuffar, them accusing the Prophet that what? He have fabricated this, he have concocted this. Said, Bal huwa al-haq. Rather, the book is what? Al-haq is the truth from Allah. Min Rabbik, from your Lord. If you look at the first verse, it said, Min Rabbil Alamin, from the Lord of the universe. But here it said, Min Rabbik, because of the accusation they are accusing Al-Prophet. Said, Min Rabbik, from your Lord, O Muhammad. Anzalahu rahmatan lil ibad. Allah said, we sent this book down as a mercy to mankind. That is where the way Allah said in Suratul Anbiya, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. He said, we will not send you except that you are mercy to mankind, to the universe. لِتُنْذِرَ
قَوْمًا مَا أَتَاهُم مِّن نَّذِيرٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ.
Said out لِتُنْذِرَ. And what is the main goal behind sending what? The messenger? لِتُنْذِرَ. To warn. لِتُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا. To warn the people. And little people مَا أَتَاهُم مِّن نَّذِيرٍ. A warner have not come to them before you, Muhammad.
لِتُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا مَا أَتَاهُم مِّن نَّذِيرٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ.
So one group of people that what a messenger have not come before you, Muhammad, to them. That is why when one of our scholars in his Tafseer Jalalain, he said what? This particular statement is being directed to the Makkah. And he said it should not restrict it to the Meccan people, but generally to the whole mankind. For you to warn you, a message have not come to you. The message of Islam have not come to you to warn you, to call you to the order.
لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك.
Say I, hum fi hal daruratun wa qabatun li risal. He said what? They are in dire need of what? Of this message of Al-Islam. Every human being is in dire need of the message of Islam. But majority of the time, once you present Islam to some people, they reject it. Because they don't know what the Quran, what Islam entails. That's why today you see, even some of the Christians, they will tell you that what Islam is real, but we cannot practice it. وَلِرِسَالِ Rasul, say they are in dire need of what? A messenger. وَإِنزَالُ kutub, they are also in dire need of what? Sending down book to be a guide to mankind. بَلْ هُمْ فِي جَهْلِهِمْ يَعْمَهُونَ, and they are in their ignorance roaming around. So وَفِي ظُلُمَةٍ ضَلَالَةٍ يَتَرَدَّدُونَ, and they are in darkness, roaming around, walking around, wandering around. That is why they need Islam. What this is saying to us is that what you as a da'i, that to talk to someone and the person not accepting, you have to calm yourself down. Don't they do worse to him, but he's still calm. فَأَنزَلْنَا الْكِتَابَ عَلَيْكَ. So Allah said, we now send a book to you. What is the reason for this sending this book?
لَعَلَّهُمْ يَهْتَدُونَ.
That is the main goal. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَهْتَدُونَ. So that perhaps they will be guided. He said, I مِنْ ضَلَالَتِهِمْ فَيَعْرِفُونَ الْحَقَّ وَيُسِرُونَ بِهِ. He says, so that they will know that this is the truth, and they will not choose the truth, to follow the truth. That is why you see today, we have a lot of what people converted to Islam, reverted to Islam. Because they see the truth. So وهذه الأشياء التي ذكرها الله كلها مناقضة للتكذيب. So all of these things that Allah have mentioned, it shows that it negates their claim, their lie, their fabrication of one Prophet Allah have come to abolish, to scatter all of that. وَإِنَّا تَقْتَدِي مِنْهُمُ الْإِيمَانُ وَتَصْدِيقُ تَامْ. So this now requires for them to accept the truth and to affirm it. فَهُوَ قَوْلُهُ مِنْ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. That's what they know, that this particular book is from the Lord of the universe. وَأَنَّهُ, so they also know that what is the haq, is the truth. وَالْحَقُّ مَقْبُولٌ عَلَى كُلِّ حَالٍ. That is why truth has to be accepted in any condition. Don't feel that because you are finding it difficult now. Once someone is now telling you the truth, you now say, no, I can't accept that. No, truth has to be accepted in every condition that you find yourself. Whether you are in hardship or you are in ease, you have to always accept the truth. وَأَنَّهُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ بِوَجْهٍ مِنْ وُجُوهٍ فَلَيْسَ فِيهِ مَا يُوجِبُ الرَّيْبَ. Said there is no doubt in this book that as you have said there is no reason that will not start doubting the book of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Said لَا بِخَيْرٍ لَا يُتَوَلِّكُ لِلْوَاقِعِ. Said it's not also possible that now say, oh, this particular book is not befitting for the present generation. Like some people said the laws in the book or in the Quran is barbaric. Present age cannot use it. It's archaic. So they can't be following the Quran the way it is, because we are in the 21st century. Quran is meant for the whole time. It's perfect. It's best for any generation. If you are to put the Quran, have been put to test for more than 1,000 years, and it still remains the way it is. Nothing have changed it. More than 1,400 years, and still the way it is. And the scientists are still discovering a lot of things that confirm what the Quran has said. That is to show that is the truth from Allah Azza wa Jal. Wala bi khafa'in wa ishtibahil ma'ani. There's nothing hidden in the Quran that you need the Holy Spirit to understand it. That the news interpreter to explain to you. Quran is so clear that you can easily understand. Wa ana fihi hidayatun li kulli khair wal ihsan. And there is guidance to all human beings, all things that is good and all what you need in goodness. Let's quickly look at the benefit from this verse we just read. So al-fa'idatul ula anna al-Quran al-Karim la ya'ti bi jadid. So you should know that what the Quran is not coming for with something new. Ata bi hurufu lati yatakallamu biha an-nas. The Quran is from the words of people. Not that Allah is reading Quran. It now being a new language. No. It's from among the language that people are speaking before, which is the Arab. So ma zalika a'jazahum. They don't see with that. Allah surprised them. Allah made them to look weak. Allah challenged them. Alif Lam Mim. They are not shocked. What's the meaning of this? This is a part of our language. So that is the first benefit you can derive from this verse we read. The second benefit, an al-Quran kalamullah, is that you should know that the Quran is the word of Allah. That's what Allah said. Tanzilul kitab la.
Tanzilul kitab la rayba fihi min rabbil alamin.
Said what? The sending down of the book that has no doubt from who? From the Allah, from the Lord of the universe. That will show that it's the word of Allah. Said what? وَوَجْهُ ذَلِكَ أَنَّ الْقُرْآنَ كَلَامٌ وَأَضَافَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَى نَفْسِهِ. Said the Quran is the word, and Allah relates to said that it's a book from me. So the next benefit you can also learn from these particular verses that we read, al-isbatu uluwi lillah. He said you should also affirm that Allah is lofty, Allah is high. Because Allah said, Tanzilul kitab la rayba fihi. Tanzil, sending down the book. How do you send something down? From above. So وَنُزُولُ لَا يَكُونُ إِلَّا مِنْ أَعْلَى. So sending down of something, it will not be possible except from someone that is high. Number 4 benefits from this verse is إِثْبَاتُ أَنَّ الْقُرْآنَ الْكَرِيمَ مَكْتُوبٌ لِقَوْلِهِ الْكِتَابِ. He said also then that what? That you affirm that the Quran is the book of Allah that has been written. And just as I said the word kitab here is the book that are written in the Lawh Mahfuz, the one with us, the Quran we have here. All of these, they are Quran, they are kitab. And the one with the angels. Number 5, Tawqidun anna hadha al-Quran munazal min indillah. He said Allah stressed it that what this book is being sent from him. There's no doubt in it. It has sufficed that Allah said what Tanzilul kitab la Tanzilul kitab. This is a message, it's a book from Allah, simple. But Allah said la rayba fi, to stress it that, to protest it that this book is from Allah. Which is number 6, isbatu rububiyyati lillahi. It's affirming that Allah is the Lord. Min Rabbil Alamin, from the Lord of the universe. So number 7, isharatu ila anna hadha al-Quran mulzam bihi jami'in nas. Is that The lesson you can also learn from this verse, which is especially the first verse, is that this particular book is for the whole universe. It's suitable for any nation, any generation. Because Allah said what? Tanzilul Kitabu la rayba fihi min Rabbil Alamin. Rabbil Alamin, the Lord of the whole universe. Say by that kind of Rabbum alladhi anzalahu. If the Lord of the whole universe is the one that sent the book, famanahu annahu yalzamahum jami'u amalu bi hadha al-Quran. That means that what is compulsory. It's necessary that they all work with the Quran. Also, from the second verse, the lesson I also learned from the second verse is that what? Bayanu jur'atu haulai al-mukadhibin. The courage that the mukadhibin, those that are blind the Quran, the courage they have to challenge the Quran. As a Muslim, you should have that courage to always ask, Malam, what you said, where's the hujjah? What's the evidence? Look at the kuffar. We can challenge what? The truth. But you cannot challenge what? The falsehood. As a Muslim, you have to be brave. You have to be courageous. You have that boldness in you. Even them, they are on their what? They are disbelief part, but they still have the courage to challenge the Quran. They say, Bal, they are challenging the Quran. That's why, as a Muslim, you have to be bold enough to withstand challenge. You should be ready to challenge other people, and you should also ready to accept challenge. Once they challenge you, you'll be able to defend yourself with the Quran, with the Sunnah. Another benefit is what Anna al-Quran hakun God muftara. They also know that what the Quran is the truth. It's not been fabricated. It's not been concocted like other books. The next benefits is that it's about the risalat in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is also affirming the messengership of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. بل هو الحق من ربك.
بل هو الحق من ربك لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك.
Allah said what? بل هو الحق من ربك. This to show that what? من ربك, from your Lord. O Muhammad. As to show that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a messenger from Allah. Also, another benefit you also learn from these verses said, Inayatullahi bi rasulihi. Said that Allah is so careful about his messenger. That's where Allah said on me, Rabbik, from your Lord. Another benefit you can also learn from here is the reason, the wisdom behind sending message, sending the book. The Tunzira command. That is the goal. The goal is what? To warn people. To warn them. The Quran is for warning, so that everybody will take caution. And also know from this verse is that what? Allah is so merciful to mankind. Allah is so what? Is so lofty. Is so soft that Allah is kind. Is considering people according to their what? To their hal, to their condition. So that is why the so you are a messenger to people that no messenger have come to them before. Even without message coming to them, Allah sent messenger to them. Allah sent people to them. Another reason you also see it, Analizar sababul hidayah. That you warning people is a reason to guidance. Not to value. That will not concern me. No. If someone is erring, someone is making mistake, call them to attention. Hey, sister, what you are doing is not right. Perhaps the word will take question. So they will be guided to the right path. So Allah said, لَعَلَّهُمْ يَهْتَدُونَ. If you give information to someone, perhaps the person will be guided. And if he's not guided, you know that what you have ujah upon him. So that Allah will not hold you responsible on the day of judgment. And the last benefit you can also see from here is that Allah has sent mercy to mankind when Allah sent messenger to them to want them to take them to the guidance. So let's move to the next verse.
الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام ثم استوى على الأرض ما لكم من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع أفلا تتذكرون. Allah just said what? الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض. Allah الذي Allah who خلق السماوات والأرض, who created the heaven and earth. الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام. And what is in between the heaven and the earth? And all of this complete in 6 days. Allah created the heaven, the earth, and all what is in it in 6 days. Then he now rose upon his throne. ما لكم من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع. ما لكم من دونه. He said there is no one for you. Al-Wali, ally, a protector, wala shafi, or an intermediary that will mediate for you on the day of judgment. أَفَلَا تَتَذَكَّرُونَ. Will you not reflect? Will you not ponder? Will you not see reason? He said, as-samawat hiya ajramu mahsusa wa hiya sab'atun wa qawluhu ta'ala wal ard. He said, as for the heaven, Allah created the heaven. He said, the heaven, they are mighty bodies. Allah has said a lot of things about the heaven, how creation of the heaven. And this heaven, they are what? 7 in number. And Allah also talk about what? The earth. So al-murad bihi al-jinsu wa yashmul jami' al-adin. Also Allah is talking about the whole earth. The 7 earth too. We have 7 heaven and 7 earth. He said, وَقَوْلُهُ مَا بَيْنَهُمَا يَعْنِي وَالَّذِي بَيْنَهُمَا وَهُوَ السَّحَابُ وَكَذَلِكَ النُّجُومُ وَالْقَمَرُ وَمَا أَشْبَهَهُمَا. He said, what in between the heaven and the earth? From it we have the what? We have the sky. You know, we have the cloud before the heaven. Now, this is what you are saying above us is not the heaven. All what you are saying is the cloud before we now get to the heaven. That is why those that what are aboard the aeroplane before now, once they are up, they will not see ground. What they will be seeing, they will be in between the cloud. You know, in the rare case that they will see in the ground. Once they are up more than necessary, what they will be seeing is cloud under them. Allah Azza wa Jalla is so magnificent. الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما في 6 أيام ثم استوى على الأرض. وما بينهما, from those things between the heaven and the earth, and nujum, even the stars that I used to see up during the night, even the moon, the sun, all of these are still in between the heaven and the earth. وَهَذَا يَدُلُّ أَنَّ هُنَاكَ أَشْيَاءٌ كَثِيرَةٌ قَدْ لَا نَعْلَمُهَا. This to show that they have a lot of things that Allah have created that we can't even see them. Like the air we breathe in. We can't see it, but we are feeling it. That is to show the mightiness of Allah Azza wa Jalla. ويدل على أن ما بين السماء والأرض أنه ليس مجرد سحاب فقط. He said that to show that what is in between the heaven and earth, not only the cloud. بل وراء ذلك, but there are a lot of things that are created between the heaven and the earth. أن الله تعالى جعله قسيما لخالق السماوات والأرض. Allah also mentioned this to be something between the heaven and the earth. ولا بد أن يكون شيء عظيم يقابل عظيم الأوقات. He said that is to show you that what the being that created all of this, who is Allah Ta'ala, how to show you how mighty, how great Allah is. And Allah said what? Fi sittati ayyam. Allah said what? In 6 days. Awaluha ahadun wa akhiruha jum'ah. He said what? The first day that Allah started creation of the heaven and earth, it was on Sunday. And everything comes to an end on what? On Friday. That is where the Christians say that what? Allah created the heaven and earth in 6 days and they now rest, which is on the Saturday. That is according to them. But Allah said, Mama send me logo. So we are not tired. We are not in need of any resting. Allah created what? The heaven and earth in 6 days. He started from Sunday, and end on what? On Friday. وقال فصل الله تعالى هذه إلى أربعة في سورة الفصلات. Allah have explained this since in Suratul Sajdah, where Allah said what? قل أئنكم لتكفرون بالذي
خلق الأرض في يومين وتجعلون له أندادا.
Allah said, oh Muhammad, say to them, أئنكم لتكفرون, are you all disbelieving?
أتكفرون بالذي خلق الأرض في يومين وتجعلون له أندادا.
So are you disbelieving in who have created the heaven, the earth in 2 days? Allah created the world, the earth in 2 days. وَتَجْعَلُونَ لَهُ أَنْدَادًا. And you are now taking rival with him, you are making rival with Allah.
ذَلِكَ رَبُّ الْعَالَمِينَ.
And that is the Lord of the universe. Allah is the Lord of the universe. He created the earth in 2 days. وَجَعَلَ فِيهَا رَوَاسِيَ.
وَجَعَلَ فِيهَا رَوَاسِيَ مِن فَوْقِهَا وَبَارَكَ فِيهَا وَقَدَّرَ فِيهَا أَقْوَاتَهَا في 4 أيام سواء
للسائلين. Allah said what? وَجَعَلَ فِيهَا رَوَاسِيَ. This creator of this heaven and earth is one that what? That now placed mountain on the earth. وَبَارَكَ فِيهَا. And now sent blessing on it. That's why we have the minerals we have on the earth today. We have the water, all what we have in the earth. Allah do all those. He created heaven, the earth to 2 days, and now started what? Preparing all that things on the earth.
وَقَدَّرَ فِيهَا
أَقْوَاتَهَا. And now other things estimated inside the earth. في 4 أيام
سواء للسائلين.
Allah creating the earth and now furnishing with other things all happen in 4 days. He created the earth to 2 days, he used 2 days to prepare other things on the earth. Allahu Akbar. Allah is so mighty. So from here we learn that what Allah created the earth and all what is in it in what? In 4 days. And Allah continues, ثم استوى
على الأرض.
No, it's soon as Suratul Sajdah.
ثم استوى إلى السماء وهي دخان فقال لها وللأرض طوعا أو كرها قالتا أتينا طائعين.
So then Allah now rose above the heaven.
وَهِيَ the one, and at that time is just a cloud, nothing as heaven then.
فَقَالَ لَهَا, and he now said to what, to it, said to the heaven, وَلِلْأَرْضِ ائْتِيَا طَوْعًا أَوْ كَرْهًا. He now said to the heaven and the earth, you people should respond, whether you like it or not. And they both respond. And the heaven and the earth respond at what? We are going to respond to you. We are going to obey you. فَقَضَاهُنَّ
سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ وَأَوْحَى فِي كُلِّ سَمَاءٍ أَمْرَهَا.
فَقَضَاهُنَّ سَبْعَ سَمَاوَاتٍ. Then he now ordained, he now decreed that what? There should be 7 heavens. فِي يَوْمَيْنِ, he also 2 days. He used 4 days for what? For the earth and all what is in it. He used 2 days for what? For the heaven. So this makes it 6 days. So the question I may ask, there are 2 things you can expect from this. So one of it is that what? أنه لما خلق السماوات والأرض ليس هناك شمس حتى تعادي بأيام فماذا نقول? Maybe I also ask this question to you, sisters. Allah said He created the heaven and earth in 6 days. At this particular time, there is no sun. How do you explain many days? How do you know that? Oh, you now have 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. You have not created heaven, you have not created the sun or the moon. That is the first question. So the second question that I'll also be asked, why is it 6 days? Why is it not just allow this the way normal way that Allah used to do? Say kun fayakun and everything is done. Why 6 days? Said what? Why is it not just for a moment? Within a second, Allah created all these things. You respond. How do you respond to these questions? Number one, how do you respond to the first one? And hadha bihasbi ilmillah. This according to Allah, what Allah have decreed. That is where Allah have decreed. Allah just estimated what the days that He used for what? For creating heaven and earth is 6 days. Even there is no sun, Allah knows the decree. And Allah said, Ya'lamu wallahu ya'lamu mata yaqul. And Allah also know when things are in place. There's no need for Allah to have sun or the moon. That before you know, oh, this is a day, this is 2 days. Not like human being. We need sun and the moon. That you don't have you have the night, you have the day. Before you now know that, oh, there is a complete day. So as for the second question, so وَلَيْسَ لَنَا أَن نَتَعَدَّى مَا أَخْبَرَنَا اللَّهُ. He said, as a Muslim, you should not go against what Allah have explained to us. And I ask another question, why Allah should use 6 days? Why not just within a second you do that? Allah have decreed that it should happen that way. That's why Allah said in another place that مَا أَشْهَدْتُمْ خَلْقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ
ما أشهدتم خلق السماوات والأرض وما بينهما إلا
ما أشهدتم خلق السماوات والأرض. They did not witness the creation of the heaven and the earth. Even creation of their own self, they did not witness it. Why must you complain? Allah knows best. He knows better. Why must you complain? Now I'm posting irrelevant questions. So وَلَهَذَا الْيَهُودُ لَعَنَهُمُ اللَّهُ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ فِي 6 أَيَّامٍ. So that is why the Jews and the Christians, they said Allah created the heaven and earth in 6 days. وَلَمَّا كَانَ يَوْمُ السَّبْتِ, when it's on Saturday, he said it's started on Sunday, end it on Friday. On Saturday he now rests. That is according to them. So نَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ وَإِنَّ يَوْمُ رَاحَةِ اللَّهِ هُوَ يَوْمُ عِيدِهِمْ. Said the day that Allah rests is now their own day for celebration. وَكَذَّبُوا فِي هَذَا وَاللَّهِ لَا يَعْتَبُ حَتَّى يَحْتَاجُ إِلَى رَاحَةٍ. So Allah will never be tired that you now need to rest. So the Allah we worship will never rest. We never get tired. For him to not need to rest. Let's quickly move on. Said, ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ.
ثم استوى على الأرض.
Said Allah now rose above the throne. He now move on to his throne. A lot of deviants also emerge from this particular aspect of the throne. That's why Imam Malik, a man came to him one day. He said what? He was asking him, what can you say about Allah being above his throne? And Imam Malik said what? Al-istiwa'un ghayr majhul. He said that Allah is on his throne is not something that we are not aware of. We have the knowledge, we are not ignorant of it, that Allah is on his throne, down sure. Walikayf ghayr ma'qul. As for how Allah is on his throne, it's not something you can comprehend. As a Muslim, you should not be asking, how is Allah is on his throne? How? You say Allah is on his throne. How is he on his throne? No. We are aware, we are sure that Allah is on his throne. But how is it? Yeah? We can't say it. Even though your fellow human being cannot say how that this is how they are on their own or chair also. So while iman be wajibun, you believing in it is now compulsory. That you believe that Allah is on his throne is compulsory. وَسُؤَالُ عَنْهُ bid'ah. That should not be asking question that how is Allah on his throne? That one is bid'ah. Someone that is not here now that should ask, okay, how is this particular person sitting? The person cannot give a clear or vivid statement regarding how you are sitting. Said what? What we my arsh said fi lugatun as-sarir malik. He said is the chair prepared for the what? For the king. Just Allah has mentioned that regarding what the Malik Sabah. Walaha, when Hudud was relating this to, he said, Walaha arushun azim. He said she has throne, a great throne. Likewise, when Allah said in the story of Nabi Yusuf, Warafa bawayya al-arshi wa harru lahu sujjada. He said they both rose above the parent, which is the mother and the father, rose and they prostrate before the throne. He said, Yani as-sarir husband is Malik. He said, what it means, a bed that has been specifically for the king. And it has been decorated for the king. He said, He said, there's no doubt that this particular throne is a luxurious throne that is in according to the king. So that you understand that Allah's throne is not compared to any throne. Said, "Fayakunu arshur Rahman a'zamu shay." Says, you know that the throne of Allah is something that is so mighty. لأن عرشه لأعظم أشياء وهو الله. Said because that the arsh, the throne of Allah being mighty, is because of the mightiness of Allah Himself. That's why Prophet said in the hadith. Said anna samawati sabu wal ardina sabu binisbati ila kursi ka halaqatin ulqiya fi falati min al-ard. Said as for the seven heaven and the seven earth compared to the throne of Allah, he said just like a sheet, a thread in a desert land, in a flat land. Not the way they have a desk, a thread in a flat land. That is the comparison of the throne of Allah to the whole heaven and the whole earth. You have to put the whole heaven and the whole earth in the throne of Allah. You just be seeing it just like the way the thread will be on the what? On the desert. That is the kursi, not the throne. The kursi. And scholars said that al-kursi, as for the kursi, binisbat al-arsh. When you now compare the kursi to the arsh, it's just like the way we also have it. It's just like a thread on the desert. You cannot quantify the arsh of Allah. It's so voluminous, so luxurious. Another said what? Ma lakum. Ma lakum.
ما لكم من ولي من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع.
So the media team should be patient with us so that we can really finish this. This is an important part of this particular surah. That is even the main reason we take this particular surah. Say ma lakum.
من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع.
After Allah mentioned all what he has done, he now ends this verse with what? Say ma lakum. Say there is not for you min waliyin, that you have a protector, an ally that will be there for you.
من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع.
Or a mediator that will mediate for you. Said وأنا النصير غير الولي ولهذا الأولى ينفصل الولي ما يتولى الأمر الإنسان. So when say wali, someone that is in charge of the affair for human being. The one that is in charge of the affair, the one that is protecting you, the one that is assisting you. يتولى الأمر بجلب الخير له. So that is one that is in charge of bringing anything good to you. Whatever مضر عنه, you also prevent anything harmful from you. So if you are in difficulty and you are in need of anything, you call Allah. So, oh Allah, give me this. That is the meaning of wali. He's one that brings goodness, and he's one that prevent what? Evil. You know, I said in the beginning of this verse, surah, this tafsir, I said that what some sisters today, they are doing things that what they are imaginable. Like when a brother was saying this some days ago, he said that what? He said, you know, I have a sister that said this bracelet that I'm putting on is a protection. That my mother give it to me. Bracelet is a protection. And you call yourself as a sister. Even the one that is happening in this village, because you are looking for a child, because you are doing this, you are now going to do it here. And you call yourself a Muslim.
ما لكم من دونه من ولي ولا شفيع.
Or because you don't want your husband to get married to another wife. You are not looking for sin. Sister, this is an ordinary sister with a hijab in a cup. What is your problem? Anything Allah have decreed that it will happen, it will happen. Even after all those things, it will not prevent it. We should just rely on Allah. Allah is your protector. Allah is your helper. Pray to Allah. Instead of you looking for all these things cannot help you. You know, I mentioned a sister at the beginning of the tafsir. Said, let me give you the real detail of the story. This sister, for years, married, she had no child. And decided pressurizing her. Hey, there's a place we are coming and take you to. Once you get there, your problem will be solved. And she was so, no, I can't do that, this and that. But at the end, she succumbed to the pressure. And the funniest part, the day she carried the sacrifice, the next morning they met her at that particular point, dead. A Nicobe sister. So as a Muslimah, you should rely on Allah. You should believe that Allah is the one that will provide what? That will provide you, bring anything good to you. He also want to prevent anything harmful from you. And Allah says you should not have a baby. We have a lot of women that they are barren and they don't have a baby till they die. Nothing happens to them. It's even a bonus for you. Because nobody will call you to account on the day of judgment regarding any children. You know the children you have today, you are going to account for each and every one of them. Why must you stress yourself? Why must you stress yourself? Believe as a Muslim that what? Allah is al-Wali wa Shafi. Said what? Malakum, there is no other than Allah for you. Mean wali. That will be a protector. That will be your source of what? Source of joy. When you are in what? In easiness. And source of your source of happiness when you are in difficulty too. So as a Muslim, you have to be careful. So you know you are not like other people. Because people are watching you. Any small mistake, they will attack you. They will attack Islam, not even you. They will attack Islam. So, this one is claiming to be Muslim. So Amma Shafi, فإنه ليس يدفع ولكن يتوسط. When Shafi means someone that will mediate. Say, oh Allah, because you have to do this, I'm standing in for him. ولهذا قالوا في تعريف شفاعة هي توسط لغير بجلبة منفعة أو دفع مضر. So when say Shafi, it means someone to mediate. For example, someone is so in debt now. You now want to stand. Don't worry, you pay so day. You have to mediate. That's what called Shafi. So you should also have in the mind that nobody will be able to mediate for you in the sight of Allah on the day of judgment, except what? Except Allah. That's why Allah said what in Surah Ayatul Kursi. Man zal lazi yashfa indahu.
الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه.
He said, who will be one to immediate with Allah Azza wa Jalla on the day of judgment? Nobody can do that. He said, except by what? By his permission. And the end of the verse Allah said what? أَفَلَا تَتَذَكَّرُونَ. Will you people not contemplate? Allah is asking a question. Will you not contemplate? Say, فَتَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّ الْخَالِقَ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتِ مُسْتَوًى عَلَى الْعَرْشِ. Say, do you know, you people know that what? The creator of the heaven and the earth is on his throne. الَّذِي فَرَضَ بِتَدْبِيرِكُمْ وَتَوَلِّيكُمْ. He's one in charge of disposing your affairs. He's one in charge of what? Protecting you, giving you anything you need. سيقول هذا كلها هو مستحق لجميع أنواع العبادة. Says you know that Allah deserves all aspects of worship. It's not of worship that what you take Allah to be your wali. It's not of worship that you know that what nobody will to mediate for you except Allah. Let's quickly run through benefits so that we are ending to here today. The first benefit you can describe from this verse is that we know that Allah is the creator of the universe. That's why Allah said what Allah lazi khalaqa samawati wal ard till the end. So we know that Allah is one that created the universe. Not like some people believe that what the universe just comes fitting to be. It's Big Bang. Just a day, everybody just wake up, everybody just meet themselves in the world. No, Allah is the creator of the universe. Number two is that we should also know that Allah creating this universe, it's required two things. Al-ilmu wal-qudra. These are two things that is required for Allah have the knowledge of what to do. And Allah also have that power. Allah is powerful. And because of his power, that is why he is able to create this heaven without any pillar. Created the head without any peg. And everything is in place. The third benefit I also derive from here is what bayanu azmatu qudratillah, is explanation of the greatness of the power of Allah, of the capability of Allah. Because if you have to look at what, for example, you have to look at the palace, where it's been furnished, where it's been decorated, you know, although there is someone that built it. Likewise, you have to look at the heaven and earth, you know that there is a creation. There is a creator that created it. Okay, number 4, we also know that in between the heaven and earth, we have a lot of creations. As we mentioned, the cloud, water, the mountain, a lot of things in between the heaven and the earth. The number 5 benefit you can also derive from this is that what? Allah created all of this heaven and the earth in 6 days, as we mentioned earlier on. And he used 4 days in creating heaven, the earth, and all what is entailed. And also 2 days for the creation of the heaven. And the next is what? Isbatul uluwillah. That you affirm that Allah is what? Is above his throne. That's why Allah said, Summa stawa ala al-arsh. You should also know, one of the benefits, that you should know that Allah is on his throne without any explanation. That, oh, it's like this on his throne. No. You should just believe that it's on his throne. And you should also have it about Isbatu Qiyamul Afal al-Ikhtiyariyya Billah. That Allah has that ability to create anything he wish, anything he choose to do. He can do it. That's why Allah did not do say just say kun fayakun, and the earth and the heaven become two places. But he do that in what? He sees this. Said لأن من الأفعال التي يفعلها بمشيئته وهي يعبر عنها أحيانا بصفات فعلية. Said all of this, all what Allah do, he do it as he will. Some that's why some people, some women will get married for more than 10 months, some 9 months, some is up to 9 months. That is the will of Allah. Allah do it how he will. That is why he uses 6 days, not just in a moment, not just lava. Also, it's about Zumatullah wa Sultani. So also affirm the greatness of Allah and the supremacy of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And the next one is that Ibital Ta'alukum Mushrikin Abi Aliyatim. So the next one is about At-Tawbihin min man la yatadhakkaru ba'da hadha bayan. Is that Allah is reprimanding those that will not take caution, those that will not contemplate after all this explanation. As Allah said, Afala tatadhakkarun. We will not contemplate. If you are not contemplating, that means Allah is warning you. Allah is reprimanding you. He said, وَهَذِي فَوَائِدْ فَائِدَةُ يَتَرَتَّبُ عَلَيْهَا فَائِدَةُ الْأُخْرَى. And after all these benefits you mentioned, there's another benefit which is what? وَيَا يُجُوبُ تَذَكُّرْ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. Is that you should always contemplate in the creation of Allah, the sign of Allah, signs of Allah. وَأَنَا الْإِنسَانُ يَتَذَكَّرُ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. Said that human being, as a human being, always reflect how did Allah even created this heaven? How did Allah even created me? How did Allah reflect on things that Allah created? How Allah created this earth? So that we always thank Allah, Alhamdulillah, for this mightiness of this, for this favor of Allah upon me. Always contemplate. That's what I said. What wa'in ta'udu ni'mat Allah la tuhsuha. Even you within yourself, reflect on yourself. How will I create me? I've been eating satisfied. And some people are there to reflect on the verse, on the signs of Allah. Said, وَلَا يَكُونُ كَأَنَّهُ يَمُرُ عَلَيْهَا. It should not be someone that you are just passing by everything is normal to you. You are not reflecting. كَأَنَّهَا أَلْفَاظٌ آبِرَةٌ. So that you not take all these things that Allah mentioned, they are just useless. You just expression that Allah used to express. You should reflect as a Muslim. Sit down one day and reflect on what should be your, after you die, or what will happen to you. That's what Prophet said that what? He said, a servant will not reflect in a day and now cry after reflecting that, what will happen on the day of judgment. I will be listening to what Allah says will happen on the day of judgment. Now reflect that, if I should die now, what should be my state? Will I go to Jannah? Will I go to hell? I will not cry. He said, if you have to cry and shed tears, he said, you will never enter fire. So we should reflect, so that you will not be among those that Allah will be asking you, why are you not reflecting on my verses? That's why I said, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. He said, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. When you not contemplate on the Quran, read the Quran, once you know the meaning, you reflect. You contemplate. Allah said, oh, is there a lock on their heart? Yes, billah. May Allah make us among the believers that will learn and what we reflect on the verses of Allah. Inshallah, this is going to stop. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka.